Recording. Hi, I'm Tim from Precarious Pixels. With me as always is...
Good evening. I am Bob.
Bob. And today we're going to be talking a whole bunch of stuff. Hopefully you like it. I don't think I've ever started a podcast that way.
No, it's different.
It's different. Why? I don't know why you're talking Russian.
What are you talking about?
Oh, are you from
Are
Ukraine?
You things?
Yeah, but we're going to be talking to some things that we've seen, we've played this week.
We definitely didn't. We weren't going to talk about anything with any Russians in it.
No.
I will break you.
Yes. I guess we'll do some quick hits up front. So the Creed 2 trailer.
Creed 2, Cruise Control.
I was going to go with Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, that's good too.
Yeah.
But it's almost Speed 2.
Yeah.
So that's why I was thinking you take this. You replace it with the
K.
So it's Creed 2, Cruise Control.
Cruise Control. Yeah, I could see it.
I'd watch that movie.
He has to fight. He has to box an ocean liner.
Yeah.
And then he has to fight an ocean liner to keep it from exploding.
That's true. And the only person they'll get back for the second one is Sandra Bullock.
Oh my god, that'll be amazing. I kind of thought about that for a second. I was like, why Sandra Bullock? Because she didn't seem like she was the part you kind of needed.
She was the one overreacting to everything. It's the same reason if they ever make a sequel to Demolition Man,
mm-hmm.
That's the person you bring back. You don't need Snipes, you don't need Stallone, you don't need Rob Schneider.
And you don't need Demolition Man.
You don't need Dennis Leary. You need Sandra Bullock. That's
right. Who may or may not be his daughter in that movie.
Yeah, that's some weirdness going on with Demolition Man.
Yeah, there's a whole, if you go listen to How Does This Get Made, they do a whole Demolition Man.
Oh, do they talk about it?
Oh, they talk about it. And there's some weird stuff in that I didn't even realize that Sandra Bullock may legit be his daughter. And they have, weird VR, sex in that.
Yeah, with the three shells.
3 shells, which apparently the director, if you listen to the director's commentary, explains the 3 shells. I'm not going to explain the 3 shells here because it's just too weird, really weird. Go listen to Paul Scheer and Jason Mantzoukas. They can.
There you go. I was going to say if you're going to recommend that people go buy Demolition Man
on
DVD and
go
listen to the commentary.
Yes, absolutely buy Demolition Man. Blonde Wesley Snipes. It's amazing.
I'm trying to think. The best parts of that. The fast food wars with Taco Bell.
Oh, that's amazing.
And Wesley Snipes being a general racist.
Yeah. Oh, man. But I think that is also his ad-libs, too. Those were ad-libs.
Straight ad-libs?
I think those might be Wesley Snipes ad-libs.
So Wesley Snipes, now we know about him, according to Tim. Just so you
But
he doesn't
honestly,
pay his taxes.
Doesn't pay his taxes.
And he's an ad-lib racist.
Yes. Honestly, I don't know if those were legit ad-libs or not, but they might have been.
If they are...
I think there was a few ad-libs in that movie.
I'm going to say right now that as far as I know, it is a fact that Wesley Snipes has never read a script.
Let me tell you something. Always bet on black.
Stop trying to ice skate uphill.
Oh, man. But Demolition Man, I don't even know how we got into that. But
because white men can't jump.
White men can't jump.
Except from topic to topic. See what I did there?
Yeah, it's good. But Creed 2, I know we got Sandra Bullock, Creed 2, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's in it.
Yeah, she's not in it.
Okay.
But Creed 2, I think everybody else is back. Of course, I think this is the one that actually Sylvester Stallone wrote this one. It is not by I can't think of his name, but the Black Panther director writer, and he wrote the first Creed and directed it.
I don't remember his name.
I can't think of his name right now, and it's on the tip of my tongue. I'll figure it out soon.
He didn't direct the first Creed, though, right? Did he?
I think he directed it.
I thought Stallone directed.
No, he directed it too. But I got Stallone involved with it and stuff.
And now Stallone's back
Yeah, I don't know if the Stallone is directing it, but I'm pretty sure he wrote it.
Just so you guys know, Stallone actually is a talented writer. He wrote
Occasionally.
the original Rocky.
He did.
He also wrote, I'm pretty sure, Expendables.
He did. And a few Rambos, I think.
So he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Don't hold it
what was
against
was it Staying Alive or Saturday Night Fever?
Saturday Night Fever?
No,
Staying Alive is the sequel?
Staying Alive was he also wrote and directed that as well.
Isn't that like universally hated?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't see either of them.
Okay.
I assume that they're bad.
Yeah. And there's also a movie he did with Dolly Parton where he tries to be a country singer.
Oh.
That he wrote. I can't think of what it's called right now, but...
God, now I can't place it, but I know he's in a movie with her. It's
Yeah.
not 9 to 5.
It's not 9 to 5. That's a good Dolly Parton movie. This is a... I want to say it's like Countryman or something like that, or
I doubt it's called
Down Home Country.
I think it's
or
called
some...
Crossroads, and he plays the Britney Spears role.
Yes, it is. That's exactly what it is. No. Oh, Crossroads. The Britney Spears movie sold on Britney Spears. But wow, we're getting way off topic. So Creed 2, the trailer dropped. Looks like he's getting beat up a lot in it.
He does look like he's taking some hits.
And losing a lot. And then I'm just like, okay, and now he's going to go fight Drago and win? Maybe?
Maybe he'll win.
Maybe. I don't know.
I feel like the Russians aren't going to win in this movie.
Be a really big twist if he did.
It would. I mean, Stallone's not above writing that, the main character loses.
Right. But then again, I remember every Rocky, after the first one, he always wins.
He does.
Yeah.
Well, no. Didn't he draw in Rocky Balboa? He doesn't win.
I can't remember now.
But he makes it to the end, and I think he draws.
Okay.
I might be wrong. I don't know.
He draws.
Doesn't really matter.
He draws a pretty picture.
It's not about the fight. It's about getting there.
It's about he's too old to box.
It's about the drama. Well, I mean, the point was that he wasn't too old to box.
Right.
And the fact that he made it there was the win. Like, he made it through the fight.
Yes. But yeah, so it looks interesting. Everybody's back. Valkyrie's in it.
Is she the girlfriend?
I think she's the girlfriend, isn't she?
I didn't know that was Valkyrie.
I thought it was her. Maybe it's not her. I'm trying
know.
to think.
I have to watch the two movies again.
But I think she's been in like everything. She's been in like Westworld and all that stuff. I don't know. She's all over the place. But
because she's a Valkyrie.
she is. Maybe she's going to be a Man in Black.
Maybe.
Probably. But looks really good. I mean, underwater shadow boxing stuff and other weird stuff going on. Training montage. I will go watch it a million times. But I know why they wanted to do this, because it's like, oh, Ivan Drago killed your father. You're going to fight the guy who killed your father. It's a more personal fight. Blah, blah, blah.
Drago doesn't kill his dad.
Drago kills his dad.
I thought Clubber Lang killed his dad.
No. It was Rocky 4. Rocky 4. Drago is the first guy he fights.
Is he really?
I've seen that movie 1,000 times. And that is what happens.
Then why does everybody hate Clubber Lang?
Oh, he's just, he's a bad dude.
Could have sworn he killed Apollo.
No, Apollo shows up to train Rocky in that one. But in the fourth one is Drago, and the first guy he fights is Apollo Creed, because Apollo Creed's like, I want to try and set this, Russian champion, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, well, we will respect you, and we will, he's a great champion, and he will be a good fight for a good test for our superior, blah, 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 Russian, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Dolph Lundgren.
Who's not even Russian.
Who's not even Russian. But, so he fights him, kills him. Sorry, spoiler alert for Rocky 4 from the 80s. Kills him, and then Rocky always felt bad because he didn't throw in the towel early enough, but, Apollo asked him not to.
And there's a robot.
And there's a robot. For some weird reason, there's a robot. And then Rocky goes over to Russia to fight Drago.
And in Rocky 5, it's Tommy Gunn.
That's right, Tommy Gunn.
Who actually did die.
Yes, but not...
No, he
not
lost
in the
a different
movie.
type of battle.
Yes. Yeah, poor guy. But, so that's what this one's about. Creed 2,
Shrews
avenging his father, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean...
I think
But
he'll
you
learn
don't
a
even know
lesson.
to the end of the trailer that it's Drago. I wish they hadn't said that in advance.
You have to sell it. And that's totally what they're
But I
selling
mean,
it
like,
on.
I wish I knew that before the trailer existed.
Right.
I wish I hadn't known that. Like, even the trailer would have been like this big hype moment for me.
Oh, okay. When they you see like the
'cause
name on the back of his.
They do a good job.
Yeah.
They don't even show him.
They don't even show him till like the very end of that trailer, and I was like, oh, okay.
I don't think they show his face at all. Like, they show him decking Creed, but I don't think it's a quick enough take that you can even see who
Yeah,
it is.
you don't really. I think you see him for like half a second, but you really don't get a good look at him.
That's good.
Yeah.
You want him to be some unstoppable monster.
Yes. It's like, I must break you
I must.
again, like my father broke your father.
Wow, you just wrote the whole script for him.
I pretty much did. It's like, here, I just tweeted at Sylvester Stallone, heard you writing a Rocky script. Here you go. Or a Creed 2 script.
Creed 2, Shrews Control.
Screws control.
Shrews.
Screws.
There's no
Okay,
It's
shrews. Shrews.
Shrews Control.
Yeah, of course.
That's the name of this episode, by the way. Shrews Control.
Shrews control? No.
Get that past spell check.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true.
Like
So
Sriracha?
speaking of sports things, you've been playing a sports
Really?
game.
I have.
Yes, tell us about the sports game you've been playing.
I
The
made
manliest sports game
the
of all.
manliest-
Better than boxing.
What makes a man, Tim? But
A lot of
the
things.
ability to wear short shorts and play around with a racket.
That's right.
I've been playing Mario Tennis Aces.
Okay.
I made it through all the way through the campaign, doing every challenge. And if you guys played that, then you know it's not that easy. But it's a blast.
Are there any like new special players or anything in this?
Yeah,
or?
I mean, you got your Wario, you got your Waluigi. Smash
Oh,
fans.
wow.
But my favorite is I play Chain Chomp.
Wait, who?
Chain Chomp,
Like from Mario?
like from Mario. Do you know who Chain Chomp is?
Yeah, he's like the mouth thing.
Yep. He holds the racket
looks
in
like
his
a-
mouth.
He looks like a Pac-Man and a bowling ball with a chain coming out of the top of his head, right?
Out of his back, but
Oh, okay.
he's a blast.
And
He's
how
so
how does
slow.
he hold a racket?
It's in his mouth.
It's in his mouth?
Yeah, the whole time.
Oh my god.
That's who I play when I play online.
Okay.
I actually do pretty well online. It's a lot of fun. You can be Toad, you can be Toadette. But Chain Chomp. That's who you should always be.
Chain Chomp.
Yes. You don't respect it.
It's so weird.
But it's got a crazy story. Like,
He doesn't even have arms.
I know. It doesn't matter, Tim.
Weird.
I wish there was a bullet bill.
Oh, that'll be the DLC.
No, so far they're doing free DLC.
Oh, nice.
But I think it's a couple of like a Koopa Troopa and a couple others that you can get
Okay.
free if you participate in tournaments. You get them early,
Okay.
but otherwise you just get them later for free.
No, that's awesome.
But man, it's a lot of fun. The story mode's cool. Like Waluigi and Wario show up and they're like, oh yeah, they they get this crazy racket that's like cursed and turns them into like metal characters, and it also turns Luigi kind of evil.
Wait, why?
Yeah, because it
Why?
controls their mind and it gives them all this power. And then guess what you have to do?
Okay.
You tell me how this sounds.
All right.
You have to gather 5 stones.
No, you do not.
I kid you not.
Oh man.
To get enough power
Oh my god.
to wield the racket and then take it away from them. The cursed racket.
Is it? Are you trying to stop somebody from snapping their fingers and
You might as well
blinking
be.
everybody out of existence?
But it is basically the Infinity Stones
Oh my gosh.
in Mario
Why?
Tennis. I don't know. Doesn't matter. You fight you fight on Or you play tennis on like a crazy pirate ship in the middle of like a hurricane.
Okay.
You fight a giant squid.
With tennis?
With tennis.
Okay.
And there's like, it's crazy. There's boss battles. There's different objectives. There's side missions.
Well,
Your racket breaks if you hit it wrong when somebody does a special.
well, then what happens if you don't have a racket?
Well, you lose if you run out of rackets.
Oh, so you can have more than one.
Yeah, you gain them as you progress through the side missions.
Gotcha.
But I think you end with 7 rackets. 6 or 7. They're cool, they all have different looks, but they don't do anything differently.
Oh, really? They don't have like this one is the ice racket. And
It's the ice racket, but it doesn't do anything different.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Mario always has the same special. The same as like, Luigi always have the same Waluigi, whatever.
Right.
Versus Peach, always the same special. Oh, Peach and Daisy are both in it. So you can be happy. Because non-canon Princess Daisy is in the game. I'm just kidding, she's totally canon.
How does... Yeah, I never understood how that worked anyways. Peach versus Daisy. I thought Daisy was the original princess, but then somebody was like...
She was, and then it was Peach. Just
like...
like...
Peach.
It was
Who's the blonde one?
Peach.
That's Peach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Daisy is the
brunette.
Is it red hair or brunette?
It's brunette. She's a brunette with a gold dress.
Yes.
And Peach is the blonde
one
with the pink dress.
Okay.
God. Learn your fashion.
I'm sorry.
Learn your digital princesses from Mario games.
Okay.
Yeah, but Peach is like, she's the main character. Just like Dr. Robotnik became Dr. Eggman one day.
Eggman, yeah.
And King Koopa became Bowser.
Bowser, yeah. I never
It just
understood
happened.
Yeah. It's weird.
But
sure.
yeah, it's really good. The online play is fun. There's tournaments, you can set them up, and you can do like versus AI. The AI is pretty good. Some of it's a little cheap, but I'm too good for it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'd recommend it.
Recommend it. Fun to play.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All right.
I've never beaten a Mario campaign so quickly.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, I guess Mario Tennis would be like, it's probably not as big a world you have to go through.
No, it's only like an hour and a half.
Exactly. Okay. So, you'd recommend that? Now, big thing we want to talk about just came out. Speaking of stuff that just came out. And it's made all the money. So I'm sure they're going to do more. So this is your big spoiler alert warning. We're going to talk about Jurassic World, the second, Fallen Kingdom.
We're going to have to talk about the fact that there was a scene in the original trailer that was from like the last 10 minutes of that movie.
Yeah. Which I'm just like... I was like, okay, I guess they're not really going to surprise you with anything. All right.
Yeah, they didn't seem to mind.
Yeah. And this one had the Goldblum in it. For like... Which I was just like... Alright.
I think he was only in it because they could get him.
Yeah.
And he's a meme now.
He pretty much is. Well, he's always been a meme. And Goldblum apparently, like, he... I think there's like something, he plays like jazz, like saxophone or something like that at a club, like on Friday nights at like someplace in LA. Like, I've heard all this weird stuff. Like, he's like a legend. He's like, hey, I was the Fly, but now I'm here to play some jazz sax for you. That's not sax.
Duke Silver.
Yeah, Duke Silver, exactly.
Jazz clarinet.
Probably comes in as like fedora. It's like, just let the dulcet tones take you away, far away from here.
I'm a big fan of that show.
I am, yeah. And speaking of like one of the guys from that show...
Oh. Turning it back.
Yeah, Chris Pratt does
Bryce
amazing.
Dallas Howard. Oh,
Bryce, yes. Bryce Dallas Howard, who's on Parks and Rec. Does an amazing job, Chris Pratt. I definitely think there's some parts he might have improv'd in that, like probably there's a scene where he says, you know, like they're on the island and he says to Bryce Dallas Howard, it's like if I don't come back it's all your fault because you brought me here kind of thing. And I'm just like, that sounds like, it actually sounded like something he came up with. I don't know. I think that it was important that like he threw in some humor in there.
Yeah, they definitely needed a bit. Because this is a darker tone for a movie overall.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead.
Well, we're going to have to talk at some point about the other experiments.
Yes. And I know genetic stuff is like it's a kind of a push button issue. I mean, we're not cloning dinosaurs, but probably could clone a person, which apparently happens in this movie.
For no reason. From what I can tell, there's no real reason for that to have happened.
Only for a story beat of this is the why there was a falling out between two people. That I mean, really, that I couldn't think of like anything else that really necessarily needed that, other than that's why they needed to have a genetics lab on site kind of thing. Like that. There's some weird turns in this movie that I'm just like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Doesn't make perfect sense. But it's a lot of the movie is spectacle. There is like, at first I thought the movie was about conservation, which is kind of what it seemed like it was about. Like we're going to go rescue the dinosaurs from the volcano. It's, going to destroy their island and blah, blah, blah.
And that's an hour.
Yeah, and that's like the first hour. And you're like, oh, okay. And then there's the double cross, and you find out these guys that are helping them are not really helping them. It's just some weird twists and turns.
Ted Levine's a jerk.
That's right. Would you?
Why would you do that, Captain Stottlemyre?
It puts the lotion on skin.
As soon as you see him in a movie, you're like, man, you gotta be a bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been good guys in certain things. Fast and Furious.
I mean, even then, he's sort of an antagonist to our hero.
Yeah. But
our hero, Vin Diesel.
No.
Yeah.
Paul Walker.
Vin Diesel and Paul Walker are the heroes of the first film. Both of them.
Both?
Yeah.
All right.
They live their life a quarter mile at a time.
They do. But this movie had some great scenes in it, some fun action scenes. And then it goes into dinosaurs are being sold on like the black market. And I was just like, all right, I guess. And
can we go back to what happens at the end, though? And from the beginning. All right?
Okay.
The big twist at the end is they get out.
Yes.
Right? But that's the megalodon or whatever, the big dinosaur, gets out in the first 5 minutes.
Right.
It's out.
Right.
So why is it a big twist at the end?
Which, yeah. That is kind of like the thing. I mean, honestly, and if you don't know what a megalodon is, the giant shark dinosaur that they have.
It's the thing that wins at the end of Jurassic World.
Yes. Yeah, that eats the what was that thing called?
The
Indominus Rex.
Because this one's the Indoraptor.
Yeah, the Indoraptor. They're new. I think it's like they just needed us to make new dinosaurs for Jurassic Park. Was the genetic stuff. They're like, well, everybody's seen that dinosaur. We need another new dinosaur for this one
with spikes.
And it's crafty and I don't know. It was just
He knows how to open doors.
Yeah. He knows how to climb into people's windows.
Which I guess is the thing, because they've been opening doors since Jurassic Park 1.
Yeah, the first one they figured it out.
So the raptors were always the smart ones.
Right. Which, they aren't really raptors.
No.
I mean, Jurassic Park has always made kind of like some... I think it was probably...
You mean it's not based on real life?
No. Because where are their feathers?
But, yeah, they focus a lot on this thing that only shows up in the last 45 minutes.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's such a weird thing they're trying to weaponize. The original thing is they want Blue because Blue has been domesticated, so they want that domesticated gene to put into their new genetic hybrids of some kind, their new train killer dinosaurs. But like I don't know. It's such a weird plot.
But they were doing that since the first one. Because if you remember, Private Pile wanted to weaponize them.
Yeah.
In the first one.
In Jurassic World.
In Jurassic World 1.
Right.
So that's a thing that's continued.
Yeah.
So this is its own series, obviously. Like it takes place in the same universe, but it's clearly they're going for their own thing.
Yeah. And their own thing is apparently, and this is the big thing at the end of it, is dinosaurs get out everywhere.
In Southern California.
In Southern California, and apparently, like, a few got sold at the auction. Some people took some of the genetic material from the lab, and they went to other countries and stuff. So dinosaurs are getting out everywhere, and they're flying over to Vegas. Like the pterodactyls do that.
It's Dinotopia.
Yeah, I was thinking more. It kind of reminded me of what was the first new Planet of the Apes movie?
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Or was it Dawn of the Planet of the Apes?
Maybe it was Dawn. Dawn, Rise, and War.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so Dawn, where it's like, oh, the virus is out, and now there's, apes are going to take over. There's these smart apes everywhere, and they're going to take over. But it's such a weird thing. It's just like, all right, there are dinosaurs out. They're probably not going to live that long. California does get cold. It's probably not the right environment for them. Who knows what they'll eat? It would probably kill them. Or, we have guns. And, I mean, it's...
At some point, you're going to be able to take down a giant dinosaur.
Yeah. No matter how big a dinosaur is, they're not bigger than a bazooka. It just becomes that kind of, like, weird thing of, Jeff Goldblum's talking about, like, there's a... be careful what you wish for and blah 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 because dinosaurs are going to get out. And I'm just like, unless there's like it wasn't even like it was like 11 species, so there's 11 escaped dinosaurs. It's not like there's 100,000 dinosaurs who just escaped into the wild. It's not even like, I don't even know if each one had a mate with it, like a male and female, to make more dinosaurs. It made no sense.
If you remember, they were crossbred with reptile DNA.
Oh, so they can...
Or frog DNA or something.
But still you would need a male-female.
No, they're both. They can change genders.
Yeah, they can change gender, but then it's like, are they saying that they... I didn't think they could just spontaneously have...
Just can't. Just ask Henry Wong.
Oh.
Henry Wu, whatever his name is.
I think it was Henry Wu.
Henry Wu.
But...
B.D. Wong, that's the actor's
Wong.
name.
Yeah. But yeah, it's, I have no, I guess they're saying that like the next Jurassic, it'll be like actually Jurassic World. We're going to get to that point where dinosaurs are going to be everywhere.
Did you just name it? Is it called actually Jurassic World?
Actually Jurassic World. Dinosaurs are everywhere.
That's brazen. I can dig that.
Yeah. Yeah. But honestly, I think they're trying to say it's like, oh, Dinotopia. This is how like it's going to be a post-apocalyptic future with Chris Pratt and Blue and like some weird buddy comedy or
but
like Road Warrior.
They're not even like Blue doesn't want to hang out with him. Because of the cage.
Yeah, he just runs off. I'm just like, are you kidding me? This whole thing, like, oh, let's get Blue. Blue's my boy.
But Blue saves him.
Yeah, Blue does save him.
You're my boy, Blue, and Blue's a girl.
Yes, Blue is a girl. But it's just
For
like
now.
Yes. Who knows? Change into a male later.
Some might say it's gender fluid.
Oh man. Oh my god. But it had some great action moments. It's fun. It still kind of gave you that nostalgic feeling of Jurassic Park. So, it's a good movie just to enjoy. Honestly, it's not a reality of any kind.
It's a popcorn movie.
It's a popcorn movie, and you should just enjoy it as such. I think it's definitely worth a watch.
There's 2 moments that I loved in the movie, and then there's 1 moment that I hated.
Okay, what's the...
You want to go with the 2 I loved first?
Sure.
Alright. The Brachiosaurus on the pier.
Okay.
It's a great moment.
Because
it makes you actually feel, and you need to.
Yeah.
Denver the Last Dinosaur homage.
Where?
At the very end,
Okay.
when the guys are surfing,
Yeah.
and the Megalodon surfing.
Has very little to do with Denver Last Dinosaur.
It has a lot to do with it, because I believe he was a dinosaur that surfed.
Yes. I don't think that Megalodon was surfing.
It was it riding a wave?
It was about to eat some surfers.
Yeah. Just like Denver the Last Dinosaur.
Yeah.
And then the worst moment in the movie, and I hate...
Wait, are you saying Denver the Last Dinosaur ate some surfers?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Prove he didn't.
I have no proof, so go ahead.
Worst moment in the movie. They're alive. Like me. Shut up. Shut up, you stupid clone. Shut up, you stupid clone. Did you just say to me they're alive like me?
Oh.
That was the worst moment. It was so cringy.
It's so weird, too.
I felt like I wanted to go back in time and stop James Cromwell because of that line.
Yeah.
James Cromwell is in the movie, by the way.
And he clones his dead daughter, apparently.
He does. We didn't even mention that.
Yeah, sorry. Who, the whole time in the movie you think is, oh, it's his granddaughter. No.
Yeah, I immediately knew he cloned her.
Yeah, it was like, oh, okay, this is obviously, there's something with her and it probably cloned her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but I don't understand, like, why? Why does that? It really didn't need to be there. Unless they're going to make some sort of weird clone army that's going to fight the dinosaurs in Jurassic World 2, the Clone Wars.
Yes. Oh my god!
If that
was the actual like Clone Wars, like they just steal that name because they didn't use it. They didn't use the Clone Wars. I think they no.
They use it on the show.
They use it for the show, but they didn't use it for the movie. They could use Clone Wars, Jurassic World Clone Wars.
I would watch it.
I would totally go see it, maybe twice. And if it was like that little girl's head on like a raptor's body.
Yep. That's actually the perfect movie. No, or the raptor's head on her body.
Oh, yes. Also would see that. If she turns into a dinosaur in the next movie, I will go see it like 5 times.
Also, you gotta think, what did they... Like, why was it so awful? Like, why was she so awful? She was a clone because the guy was sad, right?
Yeah.
But Hammond, who's totally fine with making all these dinosaurs,
right,
says it was... What did he say? It was, indefensible, but he uses a different word. Inhuman? Whatever, to do that. But he literally does that. With dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd care. I don't think that works for his character. I think he has a friend who's sad, and he sees that this is going to help him. I don't think he would have been upset with it.
I don't know. But unless he saw it as, like, that's not...
That's literally what they're doing.
Well, yeah. But I think, for his character, I think he wouldn't be that. Like, I mean, this is a... I don't know, like, how they were going to introduce this anyways in the character, but I think he would have been the guy who would have been like, you can't bring back your daughter. It won't be the same person. It's like you can bring back, you know, if you want to clone your daughter as like kind of keep on like her legacy alive, but it won't be your daughter. I could see him being upset with him like that. Maybe I could see that as being like where they fall out, but I don't think he would be so opposed to like him cloning the guy. I don't. Yeah,
been vehemently against it.
Yeah,
that's a weird thing to change that character that way.
And honestly, they didn't even have to have that kind of falling out. Like he could have been the one who said, you know, I don't think it's right to clone dinosaurs.
Or maybe he just devoted his time to literally cloning his daughter.
Right.
Like that could have been the end of their relationship there.
Yeah. And then there's like the assistant guy who turns out to be evil. And at first I thought it was going to be like he's not evil, but James Cromwell is going to be really the evil one who wants to do more genetic cloning and experiments and stuff like that, which would make sense if he's cloning his daughter. But they didn't do that. It was just, you know, it's like, oh, the poor old man gets taken advantage of by some Ivy League jerk.
The problem I have with the movie is it was almost like it was written,
Mm-hmm.
and then they were like, no, these people are too dumb. Dumb it down. Foreshadow everything.
Right.
Make it all obvious.
Yes.
They're dumb.
There was a lot of obvious foreshadowing. But again, it's a popcorn movie. It's not, it's not super, complicated for
That's
anyone.
True.
And I think this is also, they wanted to,
they want to make a lot of money.
They want to make some money and do some things with spectacle. One of my favorite parts is, and somebody pointed out this to me, and I saw it, I forget which site it was on, but there's a part where, and this is I think even in the trailer, where Chris Pratt is running down that hill in Hawaii, and he's saying, run, run, and it's pretty much the same exact hill I'm pretty sure in Hawaii that Indiana Jones from Raiders of the Lost Ark ran down when he was like getting chased by all the pygmies and stuff.
Yeah.
He was like, run, run. Like,
How is he not playing Harrison Ford in movies? Like, he should have been Solo.
I could have seen that. I don't know, but he's already kind of his own version of Solo in Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's perfect.
Yeah.
Put him in Indiana Jones.
It could have been.
Just make him new Harrison Ford.
He's already kind of the new Harrison Ford, but like funnier and less grumpy.
I don't know. Harrison Ford was funny.
He is funny.
Didn't you see Hollywood Homicide?
A long time ago, but yeah, I think I have seen that.
Pretty bad movie.
Yeah.
But he's been in funny movies.
I can't think of one right now.
The one with Brendan Fraser where his daughter was dying, and Harrison Ford was the doctor going to save her.
Yeah, that wasn't funny.
No, it was.
Nope.
It was What Lies Beneath with Michelle Pfeiffer. That was pretty funny.
Nope. Super not funny.
Yeah, no, it was. It was, the ghost.
Right.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
So I'm pretty sure it's in the trailer.
I've never
seen
seen. I'm kidding. Yeah, but no. I actually can't think of any comedies that he's ever done, other than The Expendables.
Regarding Henry. Pretty funny.
Right. Selena.
Who's in Selena?
No, not Selena. I can't think of it.
I feel like he's not Jennifer Lopez, and it's weird that you made that connection.
No, it wasn't Selena. I'm thinking of another movie that I think
Harrison Ford's breakout role.
Was it Sabrina?
Sabrina.
Yeah.
That was kind of a comedy too.
No.
Yeah, it's a remake.
But
it's funny that they thought they could remake it well.
Is that with it's with Greg Kinnear and stuff in it too, right?
Probably.
Yeah. I don't want to say Juliana Margulies, but I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Because Chris Pratt was great.
Yeah.
Harrison
Ford was the best fly girl.
Yes. He's a charm factory. He, like the part where he's... Yeah, you heard me.
He's a charm
Man's got
bucket.
some charms. And the part where he's... like the lava's coming towards him and he has to flip his body because he's been shot with a tranq dart.
That was pretty funny.
That was pretty amazing. Because I was like, I almost believe that he's actually been tranked.
I think he did that stuff.
Oh, I think he did that stuff, but it's just like the way he like flips his body around is really like that only like part of his body is like awake. It's so good. He's got some skills.
6 days, 7 nights.
No.
I think that was a comedy.
No, it was totally not a comedy.
Yes. We're supposed to believe that Anne Heche is an actress?
Tried to be a comedy. Don't get down on Anne Heche. She's been in some good stuff.
Yeah, I know what she did last summer. I remember.
Was she in that?
Yeah.
What was she in that?
So... they're investigating who they think is like the crazy killer.
Oh yeah.
She's the daughter or girlfriend or wife or something. She's at that house.
Yeah, okay.
She's crazy Anne Heche. So she's a possible suspect.
Alright.
I don't even remember who the killer was in that one. I know it wasn't Sarah Michelle Gellar.
No, it was not.
She died at that fashion show or whatever.
Yeah. A beauty pageant.
Yeah.
Oh, but speaking of Harrison Ford, I actually just recently watched a movie.
that we've definitely talked about on this podcast.
We've definitely talked about before. I finally got around to watching it.
Count the amount of episodes that it took for Tim to watch this movie.
I believe it was probably 20 episodes.
I think it might have been.
It probably was like 20 episodes in between, at least. So I saw Blade Runner 2049 finally. Really liked it. I mean, saying it took its time, it really draws you in, and it does have like the same stuff that the original Blade Runner does. It is kind of like that slow moving, but like really kind of makes the characters interesting, and I think it's a definitely good like homage to like the first one, and you don't really know the ending until like the very end. Like you can't predict what's gonna happen, so it's definitely worth watching.
Yes,
it's got some great actors in it, great characters, and I would definitely recommend it. But definitely know that you're going to go for a long haul and put some time aside to watch it because it's long, unapologetically long.
You don't be down on Blade Runner.
I'm not down on Blade Runner. I'm just saying
best movie 2017.
Yeah, sure. 2049.
No, 2017.
2049. But something else that there's actually, speaking of a new movie that coming out. It came out as in a limited release, and it's got probably, I consider, one of the greatest actors of our generation. A man who is not afraid to take risks.
Jennifer Lopez. No, this guy is definitely not afraid to take risks.
No, he is not. He could have been our new Superman if Tim Burton would have had his way, and they had not.
I don't think he'd still be playing the role.
Oh, I think he would. I think they'd have him played forever.
It's true. He did name his kid Kal-El.
He did, but of course we're talking about Nicolas Cage and this kind of indie movie, Mandy, which it looks so just different, trippy. He's definitely
done that.
What?
He's definitely done trippy a lot.
Oh yeah, and a lot of reviews are coming in. They say he does great performance in this. I guess the basic story is that his wife has been kidnapped, or girlfriend, I'm not sure, by some sort of weird space cult in the woods, and Nicolas Cage has to go get some bloody revenge for stealing his wife.
She did come and she gave without taking.
That's right.
But she threw it away.
Yeah. Mandy. Mandy, she was a fine girl.
She came and she stopped him from shaking.
Yeah. But I can't, like, the trailer. If you haven't seen the trailer, go watch the trailer. It shows Nicolas Cage fighting a man with a chainsaw, I guess, in like sword fighting a man with a chainsaw, like forging a crazy axe sword thing. There's just like weird, almost like road warrior guys on like motorcycles and like just crazy visual stuff. I think part of it, there's even some animation in it. It looks like
Is it Nifldean Taylor?
Who's it?
Is it the Crank Guys?
No.
It sounds like it would be the Crank Guys.
Honestly, if the Crank Guys made like a dark revenge movie, this would probably be.
It's called Ghost Rider 2.
Yes. It's close to that. But this is, I forget the guy's name. I think he's relatively new. But I could be wrong. Director. And this, it just looks so crazy and so out there. And it has like a weird like grindhouse 70s feel to it. But it's just so good. I kind of can't wait to see it. And we're definitely going to talk about it when it comes out.
I'm maximum hyped.
Yeah. You haven't seen the trailer yet, right? No, definitely go home and watch it.
But it's Nicolas Cage, so it's going to be good.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Nicolas Cage is one of those guys who's never made a bad movie.
Except when he does?
No, because even if it's a bad movie, you can find the joy in it.
Yeah.
Even like Wicker Man, everybody makes fun of it. I
Oh.
enjoyed that film.
No, not the bees, not the bees. Ah!
It's such a fun movie.
It's amazing. Like, honestly, his performances are amazing.
Yeah, because you never know what he's gonna do. Shoot him again. His soul's still dancing. Like he took Bad Lieutenant and somehow made a kind of sequel.
Yeah.
That's not a sequel at all.
Oh.
And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What's that one? Snake Eyes?
Snake Eyes, yeah, with the governor getting shot in the casino boxing match.
Boxing match, yeah. There's, like, and honestly, I mean, he's obviously, adaptation, leaving Las Vegas. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, he won an Oscar.
Yeah. He knows his stuff. He swings for the fences, like, just doesn't care.
Lord of War, in my opinion, is his best role.
Yeah, I love that.
So good.
So good in that movie. And what was the Weatherman?
Weatherman was good too.
Yeah. And it's more of a subtle performance kind of thing, more of a character piece or something like that, but it's good.
You know who directed that? This is going to blow your mind. Gore Verbinski.
Really?
Pretty sure of it.
Wow.
Yeah, like Pirates of the Caribbean, Gore Verbinski. Like The Ring.
Yeah. But I can't wait for Mandy to come out because I'm definitely going to watch it as soon as I can. But as always, I think we're going to wrap up here. And you can find us, #PrecariouSPixels. I'm at Tim Martinek on the Instagrams. You can find some stuff from us there. And also, you can find Bob at
Bob_Martin on the Twitter. And I fact-checked it. It was Gore Verbinski that directed The Weatherman.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
A little bit of trivia for you there at the end. And as always...
It's like nobody cares, Bob.
Yeah, that's nice. Good for you.
He made
Good for you.
He made 4 good movies.
No. Good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Oh my god.
I know.
He came off of Mouse Hunt. Just so you know, this is the guy who directed Mouse Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Then he had a career after his next movie. The movie that almost destroyed 2 careers, The Mexican.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then he was like, alright, well, I'll make The Ring.
Okay.
Then Pirates of the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. He's like, Pirates of the Caribbean made a boatload of money. Weatherman.
Wow.
Then Pirates 2 and 3.
And Rango.
Wait, no, 2 was World's End 3? I guess it was. And Dead Man Tales was 5. What was the 4th one? With the mermaids.
I have no idea. Was that World's End?
No, I don't think so. Because World's End is like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but he made Rango. Mm-hmm. Then he directed The Lone Ranger.
Yes.
And he was like, all right, time to stop. And he made A Cure for Wellness, which I haven't seen, but you said wasn't great.
It had some good stuff in it, but I think I don't know. It was okay. It needs some help. But not terrible. But
I'm in a loop now.
Sorry. But yeah, so you're Bob_ on the Instagram.
Bob_Martin, Marton.
And as always, you can find us on Spreaker, Stitcher. We're also on iTunes, so you can leave us a review if you can. And Nicolas Cage's fan page.
That's just IMDb.
But
smile though.
As always, take care, do your designing, come up with your own stuff, and maybe you can direct a film with Nicolas Cage one day.
You probably can.
You probably can.
Just call him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not busy.
If you got a good enough concept, he's all about it.
He put out like 50 movies in 2017.
Paying them
I've
bills.
not heard of half of these.
Alright, but as always, we'll see you next week, alright? Bye!
Bye, guys.
To do a little redesigning with us, you can find Bob at Martin, MARTON _BOB on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram at Tim Martinek, all one word, TIMMARTINEC. And you can join in us, have some fun, do your redesigns for this week's redesign. It's a lot of fun for us to do this, but we like to see fresh ideas and fresh artists like doing what they do as well. You can also hashtag it Precarious Pixels and we'll find it as well.